Only a short game guru can do that, Susie. Only a short game guru.
They call him a short game chef for a reason.
All right, so Lee, I'm honored to be hanging out with you. Thank you for
How you been?
spending some time, buddy.
It's good to see you.
You're
man.
the best.
Good to see you. Thank you for
You're the
inviting
best.
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for inviting me. You know, I'd rather do this than eat, and boy, I like to eat.
You like to
yeah,
talk
I
and
like
eat.
to eat, but I love, you know, I love teaching this game simply because it's been awfully good to me.
Yeah.
And I've been blessed.
Yeah, and I love, you're so connected to your fields because you dug it out of the dirt.
Yeah,
you never really had a teacher, you dug it out of the dirt. As I started to focus around the greens on doing some teaching stuff, I nicknamed myself the short game chef.
Right.
Because everything around the greens, there's some type of recipe, some type of ingredient, open face.
It's got to taste good too.
It's got to taste good too, right? And so let's just say if we're going to hit a 30, 40 yard shot, give me a recipe that Lee Trevino would trust under pressure.
Well, the first thing you have to do is you have to move the ball back. That's number one, and we'll go through all that, but what we'll do in this is anytime that you're going to have a deceleration stroke, you want to have and move the ball back. You have to have it back. Even though if you're going to go low, high, medium, whatever, because you can manipulate the club face. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the biggest mistake that most people make, golf pros pitch and chip differently, each and every one of them. So it's very difficult for the average player out there watching and reading about these guys chipping and putting and being able to emulate them. And the reason for it is simply because these guys practice 8 days a week. You understand? I mean, this is their business. This is what they do for a living. So even if they chip poorly or they have a poor setup or the way they go at it, they're good at it.
They can figure it out.
They figured it out. They're good at it because they hit enough golf balls. That guy sitting on that couch or that lady, they practice once a week maybe, you know, or they play once a month. And they have no clue on how to do this. And what I like to do is I like to dissect it. And I've done this. And I want to show them how to get into a shot and be able to hit this shot and every shot from the same position.
Setup is huge.
The setup is the same. And that way they can feel it. They can watch the ball feedback. See, the greatest thing about learning a golf shot is getting feedback. And the ball will give you feedback.
Whether it goes left or right, or high or low.
Or you hit it fat, or you chili dip it or whatever. It'll give you feedback. But are you smart enough to know what it is and how to figure it out? And probably not. So what I try to teach, and I dissect this, is I try to teach my pupil how and why this happened. And I want them to feel it. Once they feel it and they've got it, it's like riding a bicycle. They own it. They own it. Mickelson is the only one that I've seen that actually chips and does everything the way I teach it. Also, Hubert Green was the greatest wedge player I ever saw. And he had the weirdest setup. If you ever Google him, and
show the camera face on what
I am.
Show Sam here face on what
he would
like.
stand to chip this ball. Let me chip it that way. He would stand there, and Hubert would look. God bless his soul, he's passed away, one of my best friends. And Hubert would sit there and grab his club, and he would look, and he would go up, and he would go down, and he would look. And he would, every time he did that, his right hand went down on the shaft.
Further down.
And by the time he got going to chip this ball, whether it was a lob, a bunker shot, a pitch and run, or whatever, he would have the ball in back of his right foot. He would be there. And then he would be here, right here.
So there's almost one line going straight up.
There was a straight line. Nicholas plays his whole game that way. But anyway, it's a straight line. Now he'd get here, and then whatever he wanted to do, he would pick it. He never took a divot. He could be that far off the green on the first cut, and he would take a sand wedge and chip it when everybody else putts it, or hits 7 irons or 8 irons or whatever. But Hubert was a magician. I saw him in a bunker one time, deep bunker. And he looked like a cork in a river. He kept bobbing, and he actually would go down 18 times I counted him. He went down 18 times, and then he hit it like this. Oh, he was phenomenal. He was absolutely the most amazing wedge player I ever
So
saw.
why do you think, let's say for a pitch and run for Hubert or just a pitch shot, why do you think his technique worked so well?
Because he worked at it.
Okay.
You can master a fault.
Okay.
You can master a swing. You look bad, you take it outside, you take it inside, you take it low, you cock it, you have weight on the right, weight on the left, weight forward, weight back. You can do all that.
You can compensate if you practice enough with it.
If you practice enough.
So now why would people not copy a Hubert Green?
Ain't got time.
Okay.
Ain't got time.
So what do you think in your mind the simplest way for an amateur golfer to hit a standard pitch shot?
One of my best friends.
What's the most reliable?
One of our best friends, as you well know, just passed, and it was Jackie Burke, Champions Golf Course. He predicated and he taught to put the club in your left hand. See that?
Yep.
The club is in your left hand. Look how I'm wiggling this club. You'll notice how this is a straight line, and he'd go here, okay, and then he'd say, "I want you to go into the shot with this club this way. Put it down behind the ball. When you put it down behind the ball with one hand and you line it up, put your right hand on and wiggle your stance. That ball is in the middle of your stance and it's in the right position every time."
Okay.
The big fault with most people is their hands are back.
Yep.
They get their hands back here, and then they get the ball forward, and then they gotta do this, and they stand there. I watched a lady here the other day.
Yep.
She was killing worms over there. She was killing worms. I call it killing flies. I have a way of telling people.
Tell me
and
about
I'm saying, just think about it. And I like to use these phrases is funny because they remember it.
Yeah.
And I said, I want you to remember this forever. Because not only is the golf swing that, but the chipping is the same thing. I said, for instance, you had 2 flies on the table.
Okay. I can see them.
Okay? Now, you had a fly swallow in your hand. Now you're going to kill one.
Okay.
Boom!
Straight down.
Okay, that's what she was doing over there. So
Okay.
I says, now, say for instance that fly was there and I tried to tell you to swing at that fly, but I want you to hit it and knock it into the wall. Ah, you see that?
Yeah, so I wouldn't hit down.
Never kill a fly when you play golf.
I would sweep it.
Never kill a fly. When you go there, you can't go, and this is killing a fly. Watch. See, that's killing a fly. See, I swung at it. You see, I tried to hit it. This swing here, see that?
You can see the two different.
Can you see the difference?
Oh,
now
I
see,
can hear it.
watch again. Watch again. What I try to do, and it's not easy. I will tell you a little tip though, is I put my hands forward. When I look down, when I've got my hand, notice this is a straight line. When I look down, that ball's in the middle. And if I can look from my right eye without moving my head forward, where are my hands? My hands should be over my shoe.
Over your shoe.
Over my shoe.
That's your cue.
You watch. You're on that side.
Yep, I
Watch
can see
this.
you. Okay.
You see that?
Yep.
Okay, now watch. You see that? There they are, over the shoe, right?
Yep. I see
Okay,
it.
now, if you want to kill the fly, you're not going to kill that fly with your hands that far forward till the ball's gone.
Yep.
Because now you don't have to think about releasing because your hands are so far forward that they can't go there anymore. So they got to start coming back. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's what squares the club back up. When you go in there wide open, you say, oh my God, I'm aiming over there. No, you're not. Yeah, because it's going to come back. See, it's gonna, well, watch. See, it's a straight line. You see that? Okay, now I'm there. Okay, now once I get the club here, it's connected to my left pocket, my left hip. And all I'm going to do now is just go around.
You feel like it's connected to your left
It's connected.
pocket.
It's just go around. Now, here, watch. Watch the hip. See that?
That thing clears really nicely.
Doesn't make any difference if it's a lower shot.
Okay.
You just
How do you
here
change it? Ball
you close
position?
you close the blade more.
Okay.
And then you still go around.
Oh, you're always moving that body.
When the body, listen, the body in pitching is like a tree.
The body in pitching's like a tree. Okay.
You have limbs.
Yep.
The limbs can't move unless the trunk of the tree moves.
Yeah.
If the limbs move without the trunk, you're in deep trouble.
Yeah, just like this.
Well, you
That's no good.
got no space. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to have space.
Right.
So this is what you have to do.
This guy, the trunk has to move.
The trunk has to move.
Do you focus more in like your rib cage, or are you focusing on that left hip?
Only the hip.
You're focusing on the hip.
That's what's pulling the hand.
And this guy will follow.
It'll follow.
Okay.
It'll follow.
So your key is that left hip.
It's all the left hip. Okay. Even go here shorter. Watch.
Wow.
See that?
How high and soft that is.
Woo. See that? That's like a butterfly with sore feet.
Sure. So how do you make that ball go up higher? What's
I just
your key?
open the blade.
You open the blade.
Yeah.
Ball position similar.
Everything's the same. Now what made it go higher is I maintained loft simply because my body was faster.
Okay.
See, the faster you go, if your hands are here, the faster you go, the shorter it's going to go. Watch.
Look at that thing. That thing's spinning back.
You see what I'm saying?
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
This is what you do with it. Now I learned this all on my own, and I teach this. And everybody, I watched yesterday a seminar out here, and guys are practicing chipping. I mean, I had to leave. I couldn't watch this.
I was out there.
I couldn't watch this.
It was hard to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it was the way they were chopping at this ball and stuff.
So what I try to do is get them to use more of their body and less of this, right? Thanks for checking out the videos. If you want more great content to help lower your scores, check out shortgamechef.com. All my best information lives there.